Credit Suisse is a bank. It's a big bank, okay? One of the biggest banks in Europe. They are facing some issues, and I think the issues they are facing might be related to AMC stock. Let's go into the details, guys. First of all, Credit Suisse created one fund called Renaissance Technologies. Okay, Renaissance Technology, or Rentec fund, is one of the biggest, or not really the biggest, but one of the funds created by, a mathematician, a physician. So they really do the math behind the math to really find out how to make money on the stock market. And they have been one of the best in terms of gains, continuous gains over and over, pretty much for the last years. And now they are preventing the clients from getting money out of the fund. And this is not the beginning, okay? Well, looking at this article from this media, the bank has invoked a so-called holdback clause, okay, after assets in the Credit Suisse Renaissance Alternative Assets Fund slumped to about $250 million this month, from about $700 million at the start of 2020, according to the people with knowledge of the matter. Though investors will receive 95% of their redemption request after 2 months, well, that's very long. The remaining 5% is expected to be paid out in January after the fund's year audit, the people said. Well, guys, what you have to know is when I do invest in a fund, or people invest in a fund, I'm allowed to withdraw money whenever I can, okay, on a monthly basis. But for a big bank like Credit Suisse, not being able to allow the clients to get the money out of the fund, it's really problematic, okay? And we've seen how since 2020, the value of the fund has been decreasing, okay? Well, here is the interesting part. AMC, or Credit Suisse, holds 153,000 shares of AMC stock. So they bought AMC stock, okay? Well, the other thing we don't know is whether or not they are playing on the other side, which is the short positions. Are they shorting AMC stock? No, we don't. But this is only another thing that we'll find interesting. Renaissance Technologies, it's actually bought even more shares, 516,000 shares of AMC that was filed on May 13. And then Credit Suisse bought around May 14, or disclosed around May 14. Okay, they have also a call, but we don't have the amount, the details on the amount here. So maybe Credit Suisse bought AMC shares not only directly here, but also through the Renaissance Fund, okay? Because they created this fund. Now, when you look at the SEC Q&A here, what about short positions? Well, the SEC is telling us you should not include short positions on a Form 13F. This is what we're seeing here, Form 13F, and this is AMC institutional ownership, okay? So if you shouldn't include short positions on the Form 13F, you also should not subtract your short positions in a security from your long positions in that same security. Report only the long position. So that confirms what we've been thinking so long, that the short interest data that we've seen anywhere, Ortex, Fintel, and any elsewhere, is truly not transpiring the reality of the matter, okay? Because it's on a willing basis. You report your short positions if you want, but the SEC is telling you you shouldn't, okay? Or even if you do report your long positions, you shouldn't report or subtract the short position that you have on the same security. So nothing here on Fintel tells us whether or not Credit Suisse is shorting AMC. But why? Here's the thing, guys. What I think they might be shorting AMC is because they are the owner of one of the largest dark pools after UBS. Well, we know that dark pools are these trading systems using sophisticated algorithm in order to either short, buy huge amount of shares of a specific security, okay? And by doing so, it's pretty much like doing business under the table, because it's not transpiring on the public channels. And that's how the shorts have been attacking AMC short price so far. So the fact that they are owning one of the biggest dark pool out there in the market. Maybe when the fund started losing money here in 2020, in trying to revamp or to bounce back, since AMC was an easy target, they showed a thing. And when they saw that it wasn't going anywhere, it wasn't supposed to work like they anticipated, like they expected, then they started hedging, by buying shares. And since AMC stock has now jumped to a new all-time high, doubling just this past week, maybe that is why they are losing so much money. We know that this past week only, the short sellers have been losing $5 billion. AMC, GameStop, SPCE, Virgin Galactic. Well, at this point, guys, this is pure speculation from my end because I don't have any hard evidence to really back this up. But, it might be the result of AMC spiking, or GameStop, or Virgin Galactic, or it might be that it has nothing to do with it. It has something totally different, behind this whole scandal that Credit Suisse is facing. But guys, at least it gives us an insight on maybe what is really happening on the short side, okay? Because we do know that they are not covering. But since we know the short interest keeps increasing, it means they are even doubling down, but they don't have time. We do. And we have more buyers coming in and crushing definitely these guys. And will come definitely the time where they'll have to cover. And maybe that will even be more of a nasty situation for them. Because if now they're already hurting, then how much money will they lose when we hit 50 or 100 or 200 or 500 or 1,000? I don't know, man.